Activity 11.3 is converting linear units of measure. We can do this both within the English system and within the metric system, or between the two. Our book in section 11.1 also has a really good explanation of these. So example one is 1,000 meters is how many kilometers? So finding the area is relatively simple when you think about how it works like our place value system, the metric system. So it's all powers of 10. So it says it's a matter of moving the decimal point. So we'll also use a metric prefix table, just like our table that we have for place value, where meters go in the middle. So if I have 1,000 meters, if I go to the left, I'm going to divide it by 100. So it would be 100 decameters, 10 hectometers, and 1 kilometer. So if you count over 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. If you would want to go for 17 meters and you want to know how many decimeters this is, it's going to be times 10 again, centimeters. And now we multiply it by 10 and would be 1,700 centimeters. I'm going to show you one other way. And for this one, let's say we have 2,161 millimeters. So if I put that in this table down here, it's 1 millimeter. The next place value would be centimeters. Next one's decimeters. Next one's meters. So right now, if you had a decimal point, it would be at the end. We don't write 0.00. It would be at the end. If I want to go to centimeters, I move it one over, and it would be 216.1 centimeters. And remember when we went to the left up here in the table, it was divided by 10. When we went to the right, it was times 10. If I have 1.682 kilometers and I want to go to centimeters, I don't have anything in these columns, so I can add zeros. So always allowed to add zeros after that decimal point. So, I would have to go all the way to centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would move it all the way after the zero in centimeters, and it would be 168,200 centimeters. You go ahead and do this for 807 meters and 1,147 centimeters. How about 25 meters? How many decimeters? That's to the right. That's times 10, 250. How many centimeters? 2,500. How many milliliters is 25,000? Okay, on the next page, we are going in the English system. So some things that we need to know, and again, I said our book is a good resource for this, but there are 12 inches in 1 foot. There are 3 feet in 1 yard, and there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Those are the big ones that we're expected to know. So I use ratios for these. We've talked about ratios. So you have 17 inches, and I want to go to feet. So I'm going to multiply it, and the multiplication by 1, sorry, so that any number times 1 is the number itself, so it's the identity element for multiplication. And 17 inches, I want to go to feet, so I write that 1 foot is 12 inches. Now, if those are the same thing, they're the same length, so I'm just multiplying by 1. The reason I'm putting my inches in the bottom is because I can divide out my inches, and now I get 17 times 1 over 12 feet. And it is 1.416 repeating in feet. Okay. Let's go to number 4. The other two, I think inches to feet. We just did one of those. Feet to yards, so you have 3 feet in 1 yard. But inches to yards, we have nothing up here that connects inches to yards. So it is possible that you need to do more than one. ratio. So you have 2,161 inches. I'm going to feet first. So 1 foot is 12 inches. And I don't want feet, I want yards. So I put yards on the top, feet at the bottom. When I look up there, 3 feet and 1 yard are the same. So when we're done, we're going to have 2,161 times 1 times 1, all over 12 times 3, and that would be yards. So it would be 2,161 divided by 36. And I get about 60.027 repeating. Feet to miles uses a 5,280, and then miles to feet. Miles to yards is another one like number 4, where you have to do 2 steps. And let's do the last one together because that one has time in it. So miles per hour, when we think about that, this is 60 miles in 1 hour. That's miles per hour. I want to be left with feet per second. So let's first go and get our feet. 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Those are the same. So that would cross out my miles and be left with feet. And then I want seconds. So okay, let's go to minutes first. There's 60 minutes. Oops. I want the minutes. See, make mistakes too. 1 hour is 60 minutes. And then I want 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay, so the hours. Okay, so those all cross out. That's how I knew I needed to get the hours on the top. Otherwise, it wouldn't cross out. So what we will do is 60 times 5,280 all over 60 times 60. And that will be feet, and this will be seconds. So I get some answer that's going to give me feet per second. And you can do that one on your calculator. Okay, number 9 and 10 are a couple word problems. Tom Brady holds the NFL record for career passing yards at 102,614 yards, which includes all regular season and playoff games. For most of his career, Brady played for the New England Patriots, whose stadium is in Foxborough, Massachusetts. It is 29 miles from Foxborough to Boston. Which distance is further, the passing yards or the round trip, and by how many yards? So what I need to do is get the 29 miles into yards so I can compare. 1 mile is my 5,280 feet. I don't want feet, I want yards. And 3 feet is 1 yard. Do this on the calculator. Oh. So this is a distance between Foxborough and Boston, but it does say round trip here. So round trip would be times 2. And I get 102,080 yards. So the passing yards is further. So passing yards is further by, well, let's do 614 minus 80, 534 yards. Pretty close, though. The active quarterback with the most passing yards is Aaron Rodgers, who has 61,682 yards. How many miles is he behind Brady? So I think for both of them. Brady had 102, 614 yards, and Rogers had 61,682 yards. What you need to do is convert those to miles. So we don't have yards to miles right away, so you're going to have to do feet. And then I am not paying attention. Sorry about that. Bet you were thinking, oh my God, she flipped it again. I need yards in the bottom and feet in the top, miles in the top, and feet in the bottom. Okay, figure out how many miles that is, do the same for Rogers, and then figure out how many miles he is behind Brady.